What is happening, everybody? I hope you're all well, and welcome back to Dragon Age the Veilguard. We have all kinds of stuff to do this episode. We got pretty much every companion that we've ever picked up to talk to. We gotta talk to Davrin, we gotta talk to Lucanis, and then we also have to talk to Emmerich, I believe. Oh, sorry, it's Solus. But then we also have Bellara. We have a brand new quest here. We gotta go talk to Taash, too. So let's start grabbing and picking up some of this stuff before we get too far ahead of ourselves. Let's start first with... Well, Neve has a quest too. Let's go talk to Neve. We'll do Neve first. Neve's been a priority for me so far in the game. It's definitely my favorite companion, I think. Her and Davrin.
Neve, that coffee in the kitchen, you made it?
Keen eye.
Did you boil it? If so, why?
I'm not picky. I got a cup and it does the job. That's all I ask.
I don't know where to go with this.
He's a coffee connoisseur. Maybe it's Tevinter style.
Maybe that's how it's done him in Rathus.
Oh no. Give Lucanis credit. It's terrible.
You need a stronger word for terrible.
So what's the coffee for?
I've been looking into the threads.
The Minrathus crime syndicate.
Yeah. Smuggling, extortion, protection rackets. The threads have fingers in the lot. They stay out of slavery and they're decent about the rest, but something stirred them up. They've increased activity, changed their patterns. Docktown's in chaos. Remember Alec, the thread-selling charms? He wants to talk and he doesn't reach out for nothing.
I'm happy to help, Neve.
Sounds fun.
You've got strange taste in fun.
So do you.
Bad habit.
Ready when you are. Though, maybe Lucanis should make the coffee.
Probably helps your odds of survival.
Viano should taste this.
I don't know.
Worse than snake venom.
I've drank some bad coffee in my time. Especially instant coffee that you do just boil. Like, yikes. I'm picky when it comes to my coffee. Don't get me wrong, some instant coffee is passable in a pinch, but if you're not, like, correctly percolating it, boiling it, and all that good stuff, or, well, not boiling it, but letting it percolate through and letting it sit with the beans and the steam, coffee can get real disgusting. Now let's see what's going on in here before we talk to Taash. Letter with a Grey Warden seal. Rook, we're holding against the blight here much as we can manage. Having more wardens has helped, but we're still recovering. I've been trying to check in on the local physician when I can. They're a good person trying to deal with a lot of change, and it hasn't stopped them from helping. They don't like being a bother, but if you see them on your way through, maybe see how they are? Evka. The cabin in the blood. We'll certainly be checking out that. Anything I can do for the wardens. Alright, Taash. It's your turn and your chance to prove to me that you're not an annoying bitch. Oh, that's not even the right place. Taash is inside. Yeah, Taash is the kind of character where, like, I want to give you a chance, but you just come off as so abrasive every time I've ever talked to you. It's kind of hard to not go into the conversation expecting some kind of bullshit adolescent lecture on, you can't tell me what to do, I'm going to bed at 11, Mom. That's kind of what she comes across as to me. Like, I eat unhappy meals now. Let's see.
Hey, am I interrupting?
Done in a sec. Morning ritual. The Darsam.
Those are the ropes people who follow the Cuneware.
We bind ourselves to remember who we are. Tie down the stuff that's too dangerous to leave loose. My mother made me do it every morning before breakfast. I had big fingers. Used to take me forever. Avatash. Shokratoebra. Only a beast is confounded by knots. A girl masters herself and the Darsam.
Seems like you did.
Looks like you got them under control eventually.
Yeah.
Rook, Taash, glad I caught you both. The Grey Wardens found a cave that one of the Blighted dragons uses as its lair.
Where?
In the Hosberg Wetlands. There's no sign of the dragon itself, though.
I should check it out. We need to know how different the Blighted dragons really are. They might turn into something like Gillenane's archdemon did. If there's a clue,
Sign me up.
I have to be ready.
I'm a warden, it's in my purview too. That wasn't so bad. There's gold and silver ingots all over the table. Quite the collection. Alright, who else is on the chopping block? Just Davrin and Lucanis and Bellara. So we'll do Bellara, and then we'll do Lucanis, and we'll do Davrin last. He's my favorite companion, so he gets to go last. That way we end on a high note regardless. Lucanis is pretty cool too. I would probably use Lucanis more if I had a different build going for me, but right now at least.
Oh, hi, Rook. Can I ask you a question?
I don't see
Actually,
why not.
never mind. Don't worry about it.
Okay, you're several lines ahead of me here. Let's start with me saying, hi, Bellara.
Right. Okay. It's just, you know, the elf thing.
The whole you being a spirit,
We're
not a
fighting
person
our
thing.
gods. Our gods. It feels a little surreal, and I know surreal.
Well, I suppose technically the elves, at least her generation of, are people because once the spirits were made flesh, they had legitimate children. So technically, they're good to go. It's only the original elves that are spirits that don't belong here.
Yeah, you and Davrin have it rough. At least we're only fighting your gods because they're evil? Maybe not the most helpful point to make.
I mean,
No,
it does help a little.
It actually helps a little.
Yeah, of course.
But still, those are our gods out there, rampaging around. Maybe people don't trust us. Maybe they shouldn't.
Well, they already didn't trust you. Of course, there is other things to consider too, but the gods are to blame. Don't blame yourself for that. It's not your problem. You didn't do all this. You didn't do any of this. You weren't even conceived when all this happened.
It isn't your fault your gods woke up and decided to destroy the world. You didn't create your gods, and you aren't them. Not anymore.
But it was always
feels
Rook.
too easy. Like we're not taking responsibility. And I don't know, I feel guilty anytime I think about it, really.
So who's that helping?
Who's what helping?
Feeling guilty.
Well, no one, I guess, but then what should I do?
Don't take the easy lies.
It'd be easy to pretend that stories about the benevolent elven gods were true, but we know they weren't.
So what do I do? To make up for them, I mean.
Be honest. About who you were, but also about who you are now. The past doesn't define you.
Is it that easy, though? Just being honest?
Honesty's hard work.
Couldn't
It's
hurt
the
to
right
do it
kind
and
of
just
work.
see where it takes you.
It's important work.
Honesty is actually very easy
get it.
work. Actually,
It's
don't like the
hard.
representation of that.
All of it's hard. But I feel better. A little bit, anyways.
This game's not
Thanks
unique in it representing
talking to me
honesty that way.
and listening to
As
me.
if it's tough to tell the truth. It's actually the easiest thing you'll ever do to tell the truth because it doesn't require any reflex or thought or really any putting into it at all. Lying is what's hard work. If you are lying to yourself or somebody else, you gotta convince yourself, you gotta convince them, you gotta make it all make sense, you gotta constantly go through this web in your head trying to like figure it all out. If you just tell the truth, you can just reflexively answer any situation or question that you ever come across. Honesty is actually the easiest thing in the world. It takes effort to be a lying piece of shit.
Hey, anytime. It's what I'm here for.
Right. It's a good thing to be here for. See you later, Rook.
P.S. Don't drink the coffee. Apparently it's really bad. Wonder how the Dalish take their coffee. Probably with like herbs and shit.
Lucanis? Are you in here brooding?
I'm fine.
That's not a no.
I had her. She should have never gotten away from me. This was our contract, Rook. I don't fail my contracts.
It's not closed. You will get another shot.
Just think how much more satisfying it'll be when you do take her down.
We cannot count on a second shot. I thought I still had this. Even with Treviso suffering, I thought I could still focus on what mattered. I need to work.
You might need sleep more than work at this point.
You might be right.
It's not over. Just take care of yourself for now, okay?
I was distracted. That cannot happen again. I need to get my head on straight.
We'll see if we can help you do that in the meantime.
Have you been to talk to the others? Davrin, especially. I think everyone might have things to deal with now. It's been too long since I checked in with Viago. I should find out if things in Treviso are stable. If I need to return there, I'll let you know. I won't miss another chance to make things right.
Well, I'll be there to tag along if you need me. Get some of the approval back from these people that we lost when we decided not to punch the Warden Commander in his mouth, which is still is rubbing me the wrong way later. Like way after that happened, that was rubbing me the wrong way. What's going on with you, Davrin? Hi, son.
Davrin? Davrin, about Weishaupt. One less archdemon in the world. At least you made them pay.
It wasn't enough.
Yeah.
That's Renaud. Malmont. Anya. We used to argue. Who would be the one to take an archdemon down? Who'd die so that others could live? Not sure any of us believed it'd actually happen.
When the moment came, you did the Wardens proud.
Did I? Because I'm still here. They're not.
This whole mess is my battle more than anyone else's. I should have died before they did.
Can't help but wonder. Maybe a warden who survives an archdemon is no warden at all.
My hero furled and burst through the door.
Our blood. No escaping it.
But we just did.
Who knows what happened? Maybe the gods changed things and the old rules don't apply. Why is being alive a problem?
Because I didn't expect to be here. Grey Wardens have an expiration. It pushed me.
There's more fight to go.
If there's any consolation, you are still mortal. You do still have an expiration.
Hunt monsters.
Plenty of people can do that. I'm talking purpose.
You have your purpose across the room.
Blade sharpened all these years to confront the worst darkness in the world. And my blade struck true at Weishaupt. What now?
Kill the rest of the darkness. Do we look like we're done?
You'll raise a San to create a world where the light outshines the darkness.
Yeah? Well, let me tell you. That will require a lot more gingerwort truffles.
Add some more like it. Good to have you back.
Somebody has to feed his feathery butt.
You live to serve, my friend.
Guess we're stuck with each other, boy. No getting rid of me now.
The Grey Warden's oath never ends.
Someday I might actually know what that means.
While you sort that out, maybe you and Lucanis can try to bury the hatchet.
Preferably not into each other's chest.
He had a rough time of it too.
I know. That was an incredible shot he took at Gillenane.
Then tell him that. Because fighting each other won't help us defeat the gods.
But we've got help. The Wardens, Shadow Dragons, Crows, Veil Jumpers, we're all in this together.
We are. But they've all got their own problems. If we want their help, we have to help them first.
Is that a plan I hear forming?
Maybe part of
It
one.
could be. Thanks, Davrin.
We'll get there eventually. He's certainly not going to be in any kind of short list of Blight and Darkspawn to kill, though. There's still one Archdemon and 2 Blighted Gods to contend with, so even his lack of security and his Grey Warden identity, I mean, you'll get your chance. Alright, so Grey Warden's final repose in Ravine. I don't think we're ready for that yet. Treviso. I thought Treviso had a new quest last time we looked at this. Perhaps not. There is one in Arlathan. Docktown has Cobbled Swan Case. Hosberg Wetlands has a new quest. And it has a Little Dragon Hatches and the Cabin in the Blight and a brand new quest in this area. So let's go to Hosberg. We'll take Harding and Neve. Because I want to sell up some stuff to the Warden Merchant anyway to increase their strength. Good to see surviving Wardens here, even if they are a little banged up. An improved Blight. Notes recovered from Weishaupt, translated from Elven by Bellara, sent to Warden Antoine. The Blight was active during our slumber. It can alter the living creatures, but its shapes are crude, wasteful. Elganon has requested vassals worthy of a god. Thickening the Darkspawn's bones and quickening their ichor was trivial. Other alterations are underway. Pools of Blight are easily coaxed to produce Darkspawn repeatedly. Some of their properties change without prompting. Their flesh is surprisingly malleable, vital, eager. It used to require greater effort to shape the Blight. Did we accumulate more of it in ourselves as we slept? Investigate later. Note from Bellara. Is this Gillenane? Does she not know what she looks like? Or did she graft on extra bits before getting blighted? I don't know which is worse. A little bit of both. The vanity, I'm sure, in Elganon and Gillenane both probably know no bounds. You know, one thing that I think is quite telling is how uneager they are to release the rest of their brethren. They likely fancy themselves the sole 2 rulers of this place, being the only 2 that got to slip out. Yeah, it didn't go unnoticed that they have no desire to release their people.
I think we can make this work.
Hey, Mila. How are the wetlands?
Blighted?
Right.
The Wardens have a lot to do.
You too.
Let's get you ready.
Let's rank them up. And now let's make some of our money back. Got plenty of strength from that. 871. Alright, now what are we doing here? We're definitely upgrading the Captain's Heater. That's been serving me very well. We will certainly upgrade Davrin's sword too. And the rest of them are rank 3. Vigilant Great Hammer. Oh, hello. That becomes legendary. Okay, so we want level 4 for sure. Reinforced Regiment Leathers. Sure, why not? I mean, at this point, we have more gold than we know what to do with, looking at that top right corner, so let's just rank all that up. Unburnable Brand. Sure, why not? Again, let's just upgrade our stuff, right? And you have mementos for me. Warden Insignia. Take it. What do you have here? Mage's Outfit. Skirmisher's Round Shield. I think we'll be good on that for now. Pleasure doing business with you. Welcome to rank 3. Now what else we got cooking in here now that we're rank 3? What do you do? Gain rally party when hitting 3 or more enemies with this weapon. Not too useful for us. Barb of Kinship. I think we currently have this equipped, so this is just a flat buff for us. We'll get this up too. I don't know if we need this, but we have money, so I mean, it is what it is. Warden's signet. Sure. Warden's straps. 10% radius of potion effect applies burning to nearby enemies on potion use. 155 damage in area on potion use. Yeah, why not? It's only 490. Go ahead, Davrin, you can get that too. I'm just trusting that by the time we ever come back to this place, we'll have made more money so we can do what we gotta do. What is that, a mole? Warden's Resolve. It's a Warden helmet. Yeah, why not? Okay, that's enough shoe shopping.
Good to go. You need anything else, I'll be here.
Thanks. Make sure to come back immediately whenever I get the reputation rank up with you guys that I want. That's the Physician's Apprentice. We'll go talk to them, and then we'll grab that other quest that's up here too. I'm considering, I mean, I know I just upgraded my captain's heater, so there's that, but I'm also considering trying some two-handed stuff. I might respec to, you know, just freshen up the playthrough, stuff like that. I think I'll probably switch back to a two-handed build at some point in between the next couple episodes, so if you spawn in and you see a big-ass hammer in my hand like this, you all know why it is. Just to freshen up the playthrough, keep the gameplay fresh, go back and forth. We have free unlimited respec, so we lose nothing by testing out some things. Thought I might try and go into some Slayer two-handed specs and see what we can do. I've seen quite a lot of what we can do from the perspective of Sword and Shield, so... Warden.
Warden Alona, medic for the Order, or those of us here at least. I've got a lot of patience, but I'll help as I can.
I'll take legendaries whenever I can get legendaries. Take the elf route too. Oh, you're unlimited uses, huh? I think that's fine for now.
It's good to see you.
What's the situation?
Rook. Greta. Not sure if you remember me. I became a warden around the same time as you.
You look a bit worried.
We're not sure where some of our wardens are. Beckett and a few others. We're supposed to check in. We need to look out for each other more than ever. It's just... I know they took Weishaupt hard, and I hope they're okay.
I don't think anybody's falling on their swords here, if that's what you're worried about. That's definitely not in a warden's personality type. Falling on your blade in grief is definitely not part of anything. A hastily written note. Evka and Antoine were talking about clearing blight out there. Not if we hit it first. I'll bring you in, just keep it quiet. This is for us. Meet me later. So they wanted to go take care of something to get even, it seems.
Good to see you.
You. Even better to see your inventory. I'm literally buying these valuables to take back to the other warden merchant and sell up. Take mementos too. We need the power. We're getting pretty close to max rank. That's fine.
Thanks for coming by.
Supplies stashed at the Blighted Grove. Meet the... It's a nice sentiment that they wanted to do this, but I don't necessarily approve.
Scraped together? Just ask.
Raider's Cleaver. It's 1,000 to upgrade that. Is that one-handed or is it two-handed? Can't tell. We'll leave that for now.
Come back if you need something.
We'll be the first to know. dog named Ostagar. He was a scrawny thing, the last left in his litter. The man swore he was descended from the heroic Mabari of Ostagar, the fearless dogs who saw the fifth blight, but I couldn't have a dog. After that loss in the deep roads, what was left of my life was something I'd face alone. That night, there was a fire. I hauled buckets with the rest of the villagers and we doused the flames. I found that scrawny puppy. I couldn't find the man anywhere. I tried to shoe the pup, but 2 days out of the village, and he came tumbling into my camp. I called him Ostagar and said he could stay, for now. I meant to find him a place to stay. A farm, a quiet village, maybe some noble's villa. But Ostagar never wanted to remain behind. For now, turned into months, and then a year, and then I couldn't imagine life without him. I thought we'd only be in Weishaupt a week. Then came the Darkspawn army, the archdemon, that god. Ostagar and I ran through the falling towers and clawed our way through the horde. Then, for the first time in 3 years, Ostagar wasn't at my side. I was alone. When the wall collapsed and smoke filled the room, I pictured Ostagar running. Maybe he'd gotten away. He could escape from Weishaupt and find that farm I should have left him on in the first place. If I was alone, it would be okay if Ostagar was safe. I heard a darkspawn snarl, then fall silent. I was dragged from the wreckage, though I wasn't sure I wanted to be, and Ostagar was there wagging his tail. Efka and Antoine told me there's trouble all over Thedas. They asked if I'd go to Ferelden and send reports. I'll show Ostagar the ruins he's named for. I don't know if he's related to those Fifth Blight Mabari, but to me, he's the best of them. From Warden Nori's journal. Man's best friend. Mabari are indeed the real deal.
The Wardens are more than a building.
We failed at Weishaupt. We can wait for a chance to make that up, or we can take it. Just us. The Griffin Gate Guard will earn our place here.
But we...
Some Wardens were meeting at the Grove, but they didn't want anyone to know.
We'll go find them. First, let's talk to this medic, because he might send us the same way, or he, whoever it's going to be. He might send us the same way, and then we can pick them both up at the same time.
Hey, I'm Flynn, apprentice physician.
Everything all right?
I've been busy with patients, but I'm short on medical supplies. My mentor, Oscar, he should have some. He has a cabin outside the village. If you're out there, tell him you saw Flynn, and they could use his help.
Sounds good. Wardens first, and then we'll deal with the medic. So you run by it on the way.
Then they saw the blight surge through the place. It's home.
They must be heartbroken.
Man, that story about the dog Ostagar is touching in multiple ways. The whole thing about him being part of the pack that saw the Fifth Blight and all that stuff. I hope that's true. I hope they have some progeny out there, because they fought very well. Well, I want you.
Watch it!
I want to look at something too. If you all remember forever ago when I we're still classified as in combat. Hold on.
A tree. So beautiful. Can you hear it singing?
Okay, what I was gonna try and look at here is... I thought there was a way to set your active slot in this. I saw somebody talking about this when they were discussing the game. Maybe I'm just not progressed enough. But I saw somebody, and they had a way to set which one was active inside your slots to see which one you actually gain when you have it active. I'm not seeing how to do that. Maybe I just haven't unlocked the ability to do that yet. So maybe that is a spoiler for the future. Because I noticed all these active things, they're not actually doing anything for me, but maybe that's late game. Won't worry about it for now. Map of the Hossberg Wetlands with the redoubt and nearby village ruins circled. Across the village are the words, hold here.
A map and plans.
The missing Wardens were meeting here.
He's gone. He was drawn to the tree.
Wonder what he saw that we don't.
If his calling was close, maybe it did look beautiful. We'll tell the Wardens.
I would rather have much better news for them than that. And we are right by this cabin, so we'll get this done while we're here.
I just didn't expect that many heads.
That cabin must be the physician's. Flynn's mentor. Right. It's on the inside, too.
Oh, no.
We can still search it.
Billinane's archdemon was... I just didn't expect that many heads.
No kidding. The statues back home don't look like whatever that was.
Look for medical supplies.
Damn. Why would you keep your cabin out here? Went out of our eye socket. Why would you stay out here knowing everything you know? One to try with strawberries?
There was a life here.
A happy one.
Not anymore. Those not the medical supplies by the bed. If I hear blight outside, perhaps I missed something. Okay, well, let me track this for a sec. Let's see what it says. A sketch of a plan and a map with a few areas circled. The margin note reads, Brona's bloom. Few places left. Blight's moving fast. Time to leave and return. A risk, but an anything for Marta. Must slow infection. Hold on, love.
A notebook. It describes a local plant. Brona's bloom. None here. But Oscar left to find more. For his wife. If he left before the cabin was blighted, we might still find him out there.
Take a look. They're all pretty close by, too. These two are right down here. Let's go this way first. I'd be very surprised if he's in this tower right close. It never works out that way.
Brona's bloom. This was in the physician's book. It's been picked over.
Then the physician, Oscar, he was here. We need to keep looking.
Wonder if I can do anything about this side path in the wetlands yet. Oh, it still doesn't look like it.
Rona's bloom. Picked over like the last one.
The physician left enough to grow back. I hope it can.
You and me both. This is a good place. It's right in between both objectives, so... Muddy, dirty blight water. Looks fucking gross. That doesn't look like good news, does it?
Darkspawn!
Come here, bitch.
We've got this.
There's a body.
Killed. Didn't have a chance.
His bag. Rona's bloom. This was the physician, Oscar.
We can take the supplies back, get the village some help, and Flynn some answers.
Rest in peace. He's with his wife. More comfort, right?
Get ready.
Darkspawn, bring them down and we'll clear a path.
None of them hit me, they all missed.
Get clear!
Bitch. There's a lot of blight bullshit around here.
And another Fen Harel altar.
Well, we know where it is. We can see it through the crack. Oh, that's cheeky. You got me there, game. Take the skill point. I don't think there was anything back this ways, right? More blood. We can go this way then. No, we can't. Okay, never mind. It's a small bottle. Imagine. Let's take a look. The tree they were talking about being beautiful. There's one of the Wardens. I am really tired of these fucks killing my brethren. I wonder how I get to that. Well, I guess like this.
Easier to travel through here. That will help the Wardens.
Didn't help these Wardens. The Anderfels. Harding. The Anderfels has a gloomy reputation. Most villages are small and sit on empty roads in the hills, off narrow tracks through the forest, or tucked away in the wetlands. The Anderfels survived some of the worst blights in history. Of course, but it's a strange and fascinating place beyond that. Evka and I are never bored. and only sometimes nearly eaten or cursed, or well, you see what I mean. We'll be in the Anderfels a while yet, I think. If you find yourself here, be sure to find us, Antoine. On the reverse, a map of the Anderfels has been annotated in Evka and Antoine's handwriting to include solitary inns, deep roads entrances, and remote villages such as Eichwall, Fenhold, and Lavendale. In death sacrifice.
Are you all right? We wanted to prove we could stop the Darkspawn, that we deserve to be here. There had to be a reason we survived when so many others at Weiss helped. I'm not as bad as I look. I can get myself back to Lavendale. Thank you. I just need a moment to say goodbye.
I mean, I respect the effort, but these were good soldiers that would have served well on a battlefield, not dead in a ditch. That's a shame and a waste. See where this takes us.
With Algernon and Gillen.
Did I dodge that?
Time to finish it.
Race incoming! Finish it! With Algernon and Gillenane being... I mean, is it hard to...
If you ask the question, maybe I can answer it.
They're Tevinter gods, or they were, or something. Does that bother you?
Only if they get their way.
Which they won't. We're gonna handle all that hard, and don't worry. I'm glad my sense of direction doesn't fail me. Pursuance implement. We got a lot of equipment upgrades this episode, huh? They find each other.
We're not alone.
I'm gonna suck on this.
I'm there! Don't just stand there! That had to hurt.
Still standing, not bad.
Somewhat. One thing I am enjoying about this game is how every little thing you run into will lead you to somewhere.
Right.
I think I would die if I... Do I die if I run into this? No, it's not that deep. Okay. That's good at least. Now we move this back, I assume.
Heard ya.
And then up, up, up. Perfect. Yeah, I like how when you come back to places...
It snaked its way up the whole building.
You might be in the same place, but you never visit the same place. Like, even just now, for the side quest that we were doing, we managed to unlock a completely brand new area of a Warden fortress, or whatever this place used to be. Which is a nice touch. Same place, new vibe. Like, they managed to keep things nicely fresh. Adequately fresh. Take a look around this stuff. See a big chest. Come on, give me some Warden gear.
The wreck doesn't look new. Did the blight drag it up from somewhere? How much blight is under the water?
I found a book in the lighthouse about a demon on a ship.
The ship.
One by one, it ripped the entire crew to shreds while they all blamed each other. It was great. I read it twice.
That tracks. You seem like you'd be a novel kind of person, Harden. Cozy fire, glass of wine, a nice book. Seems like your speed. Sure, you could sign me up to that, minus the wine. Not a fan of that, but you like to read. You can tell by my Codex series on Origins. Blighted Shallows. Of which we cannot progress deeper. Oh, but I see that big chest right there. That's obviously story related, I imagine. So let's go back to the village then. And turn in our quests. And I guess we'll stick around here just because of Taash. Looks like she might take us to this too. Yeah, so I guess we'll wrap this up after we turn this medic quest in, but I am going to stick around this location because we have Taash's quest to do, so we'll take care of that next time. We'll just stay in the wetlands until we've done what we can do here, and then we'll move on to Darktown.
Flynn, we have Bronus Bloom.
That will really help. Thank you. Oscar, the physician, was he, or his wife, Marta?
Unfortunately, it's not good news.
I'm sorry. They're gone. You were from here, right? You were Oscar's apprentice.
I knew him and Marta my whole life. I was at the end of my training. I'll make sure it's put to good use. With these plants, I can help the village, the Wardens, whoever needs it.
And we know where to find the rest of it, so...
You know, taking on Warden patients, you're doing a lot for us. And you already had your hands full. You didn't have to.
Hevka made that clear. Twice. But I want to. Really. The Wardens have a medic. Between the two of us, we'll get by.
That's a natural-born healer.
I want to help. I almost lost the chance.
What do you mean?
When the blight surged through, I nearly died. Evka and Antoine found me, but I was blighted. Past healing. They let me take the Warden joining ritual. It saved my life. And gave me Warden abilities.
Does that mean you're a Grey Warden?
He is dressed like us.
I have no choice. The joining ingredients are rare. If that first Warden had found me... Evka and Antoine said I'm welcome, but they're happy to see me continue as I am.
The gods made things a lot worse. I can't imagine getting my abilities in the middle of all this.
If you ever want to compare notes. Actually, that might be useful. I'd get a new perspective on my patients. You know, I can sense the blight in my Warden patients. I can't reverse it, but I think it helps my treatments. I won't be killing Darkspawn, but I'll fight the blight my way. I'm still Lavendale's physician. Whatever else has changed, that hasn't.
You might not have a choice on the killing Darkspawn thing.
After you became a Warden, did you change?
Oh, I'm the same person I always was. I just started punching blight.
I hear you're good at that.
I do what I can, same as you.
Thanks, Rook.
Hey, anytime.
He's like a good man. Though Blight took Flynn's mentor, the team recovered medical supplies for Lavendale. Flynn revealed that the Blight nearly killed them as well, but Evka and Antoine found Flynn and let them take the Warden's joining ritual, saving their life. Flynn knows firsthand what the Blight can do and plans to use their new Blight sensing abilities to better help their patients.
You're breathing easier?
Good man.
You've got patience worse than me. I believe you have one.
Alright, now before we wrap up, I do just want to mosey on back. Mosey on back up. Because I want to chat to you.
You're keeping busy.
Trying to. 59 Warden strength. We have 2,730 out of 3,200. So we're pretty close to being able to max them out. The reason why I want to max them out is for this, because I can make this gold, and then we're juicing once we get this gold. Need a little teensy bit more reputation with the Wardens, and we'll be fine. Which should be very doable, because as we explore these different areas, I'll save the loot and I'll come back and do it like that. Get that hammer up, and any valuables and quests we do in this area should improve the Warden's strength too. I think that's how that works, so when we go kill this big bad dragon with Taash, that'll help us greatly. Alas, that is going to be a wrap for this episode, so thank you for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, leave a like and a comment. If you're feeling particularly generous, you want to support the cause and help improve the channel, please check out the links in the description below. Otherwise, stay tuned and I'll see you soon with more Dragon Age the Veilguard. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Peace.